Имя Ибрагим вам что-нибудь говорит?
This thing's falling apart. It can't be safe, can it?
Watch your back. Step lightly.
Your breath. Can't slow down.
There for the taking. Never onward. Let's walk forward.
Майнкрафт, сука, это моя жизнь, блядь!
This must be the forge. What a sight to behold.
This is where that mold goes.
Just need the raw materials.
Let's see.
Downwards it is. And a stylish ride, no less.
You wish to speak? Impressive. Most would quake at the mere thought of delving that far into the Underdark. What did you find? Keep looking. If they're present, then it's likely there's a route to Moonrise somewhere. It may prove impossible to avoid the Shadow Curse entirely, But if you find any way to limit your exposure, seize it.
Miss it? Oh dear, no. It's a terrible burden. Takes you away from nature and forces you to deal with others' problems and personalities. Be wary of anyone who actually wants such a role, I say. Likely they don't understand it, or they have ill intent. I'm just glad to be out here amidst the Oak Father's creations.
With such stimulating company? Never better.
Ой. 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 Ну я не знаю.
What's inside?
Ой. Как? Как тебя достать оттуда? О. Очень сори. Ну, немножко потрепала. Ну, подумаешь, не ругайся только. Нас всех потрепала, вот видишь.
Nice.
Peacebringer, be at home. The drow sought to shatter our circle. Now his flesh may feed its growth. In dealing death, you have brought this circle life, and thus we name you Life Chanter. As our circle grows, so shall your song. Wherever you go, only listen, and you may hear it.
Damn it all.
Rot is cleansed.
Don't.
Her condition is familiar. Poison, derived from a wild weed common to the Underdark. She'll need an antidote soon, most likely held by the poisoner.
Dwegger slashed me.
Like dwarves, Dwergar have innate resistance to poison, and thus no need for intricate brews. Though deadly if left untreated, the poison can be cured by the antidote or natural remedies.
Myconids. Oh, took pity on me. Sound, lads. Especially since the Greys gave him hell for it.
Sound shrooms. Snake druids, take note. Gods! Whatever that is, I needed it. Why are you helping me? I thank you for your help, but I gotta get moving.
Oh, Carl's garters. Oh, I don't have time for this. My kin need me.
Maybe not, but you are. I need you to rescue my kin.
We can pay. We're Ironhand Clan, best artificers in Baldur's Gate. We were on an expedition down here when the Dwergar snatched us up. I got away, but not the others. The Greys have them digging out some old ruin across the lake. Some dusty temple. It doesn't matter. They'll work my clan to death before they ever get near it. Just mining for materials. Nothing unusual. But our work pays well. Help my clan and we'll make it worth your while, I swear.
Простите, но что у нее с волосами? Ладно.
Thank you. Only wish I could go with you. But here.
Ой, я что, согласилась?
I nabbed these boots from the Greys when I ran, all better knowing you're using them to kick some Dwergar ass. I'll mark where I made my escape, and wait here, I suppose. Not much choice, eh?
Ну ладно. Мы внезапно согласились. Даже никто не был против, да?
Peacebringer, be at home.
We'll be clearing out soon enough. You come across a noble stock mushroom about, you give it here. Gods know I've earned it. We've a shop in Baldur's Gate. The locals go mad for it. Probably. But Balin in his right mind wasn't worth half of noble stock. I know him better than anyone. Got the scars to prove it.
Flump meeting rituals, huh?
Nope.
Перенёк, походу ты ошибся дверью. Клуб кожаных 2 этажами выше. Пошел нахер.
Let's see what this does.
Looks like some kind of magical contraption. Now to get it to work.
Nope.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Go.
No.
Bruh.
Like my feet.
Мамка все зарешала, пока вы стояли, ничего не делали.
All right.
Wait, why did that strange dog collar just vibrate? Wait, why did that strange dog collar just vibrate?
Подождите, у меня возникла одна идея. просто небольшая шалость.
Whatever you did, it made my neck piece vibrate.
Интересно.
Whatever you did, it made my neck piece vibrate.
Ладно, я поняла. Хорошо, спасибо. Возвращаю. Я напомню, мы нашли могилу собаки и раскопали ее, как настоящие порядочные люди. Своровали из нее ошейник. Не знаю, зачем он мне. Но я подумала, мало ли у него какие-то магические свойства. Оказывается, у него очень другие свойства.
Hello. Whatever you did, it made the collar in my pack vibrate.
Ладно, хватит баловаться. За работу.
New sounds to the damp and dark oppression break. Is it the foe? That foul, contemptuous heel? An unbeknownst command by fools that would intrude. Now steel shall ring, false tongue will speak no more.
You're going up there? You've either got iron guts or one of those moon lanterns. Shit. Good thing, too. You won't get far without one. The Death Dark's clogged the top land. Clear to Moonrise Towers. Only a moon lantern dispels it. Shadows, thick as a Dwero's skull, sucks the breath right out of your lungs. Go on up if you fancy. Me? I'd sooner take a swim in the dark lake.
Eat and drink freely, for the lady doth come.
The remnants of a nightfall feast, I see.
Gorging on food and drink before killing in honor of Shah. Disgusting.
Well, hello.
Let's move. Curious. That stone there's been pried loose.
Marching.
speak.
The disc appears in your mind's eye. Lae'zel sees it too and considers the vision.
Tissue markings. Ancient. I recognize them, but I can't make sense of... No. Wait. The texts are enciphered, but I've solved the pattern. It's a story. About Orpheus.
Your head buzzes in concert with Lae'zel's, but it hardly matters. Even without the connection, you'd recognize her discomfort.
Githyanki writing. Every word a wheel, every letter a spoke. The most powerful texts are engraved in slate. Some so ancient, only the most erudite Gish can read them. A traitor. A dead one. This text is heresy. I can hardly bear to read it, let alone speak it. Very well. I will read it to you. The Prince of the Comet, Part 1. So it was that we were free from Geich shackles and turned our blades on each other. The heavens were shattered, and one great empire was divided in two. Gith traveled to the Hells to broker help for her people, her cause. Vlaakith would have you believe Mother Gith proclaimed her our queen. Lies. Gith made no such proclamation. Vlaakith seized the Empire against the Mother's wishes. But Gith had nurtured a son, Orpheus, Prince of the Comet, the true heir. He knew Vlaakith's treachery. Orpheus rallied Gith's honor guard and declared the throne for himself. The War of the Comet had begun. Disregard this drivel. Gith declared Vlaakith Queen of the Empire, and her own son defied her. Orpheus would have ceded control to the Geich. She did nothing of the sort. Thank your good fortunes I'm a tolerant woman, or I'd have sliced off a few toes for suggesting it.
Hello, my sweet. I was just wondering when you'd invite me back for a bite.
Let feast the eyes of the faithful. Know your goddess. Know her command.
Don't mind if I do.
We offer our pain to the Lady of Loss, that she may truly know her faithful. We offer our prayers to the Dark Lady, whose comfort and grace heals all.
What path lies before me?
Who there, wanderer? Stay thy course a moment to indulge an old man. May I inquire if perchance you retain among your traveling companions a man who adheres to the given name of Gale? Should it be the nature of our acquaintance that interests you, well, you may safely classify Gale and I as friends. Should it be the nature of your present interlocutor that you desire to drag from the dark and unknown, I shall be glad to aid in your quest for illumination and identify myself as Elminster. Elminster Ormar. Now, if this answer satisfies you, let us linger no longer in this limbo of indecision, but settle on your knowledge of the individual I seek. Ever a man of leisure. Would it pain you greatly to assist me along the little voyage I intend to undertake to this aforementioned camp? And I would confirm it to be so. Please, after you.
I want to have a word.
My thanks for your excellent guidance. Ah, and yonder I spy the object of my pursuit.
Elminster?
The very same, Gale. And a fair bit miffed he is, too, finding himself forced to expose his best pair of boots to so many miles of country road on your behalf.
I don't understand. How so on my behalf?
I was bid to spare neither time nor my own self to find you. She sent me, Gale. You know of whom I speak.
But why? Out with it, Elminster. Please.
Young man, has your sojourn away from Waterdeep washed away your decorum as well as your patience? Nigh a 10-day I've gone without honest fare, worthy of the name. Drank naught but what the sky entitled my thirst. Why, some bread, cheese, and a cup of wine would appear unto me a feast. Surely you won't begrudge me a mite of rest and repast before I get out with it?
Oh, for the love of...
Fine, fine. I'll turn a deaf ear to the clarion calls with which my scorned stomach beseeches me. Graver matters are at hand. Plenty to digest, after all. A good deal to stew over, if you will. Words ladled with import should be savored so as to better absorb their meaning. Wouldn't you agree?
Elminster!
Right. You see, that is to say, Gale, my boy, I've come to address a most pressing matter. I'll speak as plainly as I can, forswearing the accustomed frills that decorate my speech. I'm here on behalf of Mistra. The message and the charge I bring you are hers.
The long-awaited question. Now, if you please, Elminster, for the too long-awaited answer.
You know where you went wrong, Gale. No, we needn't dwell on that here and now. But even so, you're to be given a chance of redemption.
Mistra would consider Forgiveness?
She would consider what she considers to be forgiveness. Mr. is aware of the misadventures that have befallen you both. She knows of your strife with the Absolute, that most insidious of evils.
Одна шкурка. Хи-хи.
They choose the instruments of their will with great precision. Sometimes the single drops we think we are do not realize what waves we are building up to be. Do not discount yourself, and by the same token, do not discount your enemy. You must know that the Absolute is more dangerous than you can possibly conceive. It threatens all who live, even those who are undying. It threatens the gods, the weave, the very fabric of the universe itself. That is why I have come here to charge you, Gale, with its destruction. It is Mistra's belief that only you can.
Как же этот Гэндальф любит поговорить.
The orb.
Precisely. Mistra has granted me the power to stop the clock, as it were, on the orb's rush to overpower you. Instead, you will be able to unleash its lethal combustion at will.
Interesting. This could be help or hindrance. We shall have to see.
You must find the heart of the Absolute, whatever that may be, and use yourself as the catalyst that will burn it from this world.
He is not. But it seems that Mistra is.
It brings me no pleasure saying this, my friend, but such is Mistra's will. Yours must be the sacrifice that will undo the Absolute, and for your sacrifice you will be redeemed. Such is Mistra's promise. With that, I've said my sorry piece, and need only bestow unto thee the charm I was bid. Meine hastra mistraril Italion thras annas distra. It is done. Both charge and charm have been committed into your care. To you, I commit into care Gale himself. I count on you to shepherd him well on this strangest of journeys.
А Гейл тут вообще как у Христа за пазухой сидит в лагере, пердит, как говорится. Вообще ручки не пачкает.
Or some other fortune altogether.
Like moons make swell and wane the nescient seas, so too the sky-strewn gods ordain the tidal fates of mortal days. And yet, an ocean born in lonely hours, come ebb, come flow, come all that is beyond the breadth of our dominion. Be a moon unto yourself. Even the waves of fate can break upon the shores of will. Farewell, my friend.
Farewell, Elminster. I'm glad she chose you. An audience with Elminster is never less than memorable. I'd have hoped to introduce you to him in less dire circumstances. But those are hard to come by these days. A wizard doesn't reach Elminster's age without enjoying their home comforts. Those who seek danger over cheese don't tend to live as long. For Mystra to have sent him, the severity of her bidding could not be clearer, or weigh more heavily on me. Time seems so infinite when you're young. A month is an age. A year is a lifetime. It is a strange feeling to realize how little of it one might have left. Of course, we offer the clearest solution to our problem. All I have to do is find the right place and time, close my eyes, and let go. Then the slate will be clean. Wrongs will be righted, the absolute will be gone, and I along with it. No doubt she has the power to do so, but as for the permission, Ao would not look kindly on her meddling in mortal affairs. Divine intervention has a tendency to make things worse, not better. As for Elminster, he saved the realms more times than legend can recount. But to take on a god is no easy feat, even for him. My orb is the best chance we have, and only I can wield it. If there was, I'm sure the goddess of magic and the greatest wizard who ever lived would have identified it. But alas, only one solution is offered. That remains ahead of us for now. The heart of the Absolute must be discovered before I can stop its beating. Let's save such certainty for the moment such a decision is upon us. You may feel differently once we know what we're truly up against.
Я недовольна, я недовольна. Гейл нормально тут присматривает за лагерем. Зачем ему взрываться?
I can't believe Mistress demanding Gale sacrifice himself to destroy the Absolute. It's just a waste of a perfectly good cult that we could be controlling. And a waste of a perfectly good Gale, I suppose.
Даже не знаю, обосрал или похвалил. Хорошо, ладно, хорошо.
I can't believe Mystra actually expects Gale to just sacrifice himself like that. Seems like a waste of a fine mind.
Oh, was that Gale's granddad? It doesn't ring a bell. But all right. Must have had something important to say to Gale if he came all this way. Good news, I hope. Whoa now, he's got a... Well, I guess that would explain a little, but... Mystra? I mean, this is a lot to take in. What's he going to do? Tell him to pick the right one. Well, better yet, I'll do it. Fucking wizards, man. They always need help picking the simple, obvious option. If Mystra can't think of another way to stop the Absolute than sacrificing Gale, she's no god worth worshipping. I'll say that to Gale in, you know, gentle terms. Yes! We need to go find Dammon. I'm going to get a hug soon.
A shame my first brush with the famed Elminster couldn't be a tad more optimistic. Listen, I might invoke the Triad from time to time, appeal to Helm, but I'm no man of faith. Not like Gale. I don't know what drives a man to consider his own death, among countless others, to be an appropriate exchange for his goddess's forgiveness. To me, it all sounds like nonsense. The faith that matters most is that which you hold in yourself, in the ones that most matter to you. Big Bomb be damned. Gale's got everything he needs to defeat the Absolute already. Talent, nerve, and powerful allies at his side. I hope he'll come to see that.
Elminster. Even the Githyanki have heard tell of the Sage of Shadowdale. Some of his works have been translated to Tirsu. That doesn't mean his every word carries wisdom, however. Near as I can tell, Mystra demands Gale's faith, but holds no faith in him. Why else would she demand Gale sacrifice himself, and perhaps so many others? Does she not think he can destroy the Absolute with his own immense talents? Does she not know the mighty company that he keeps? Demanding Vlaakith may be, but she acts for the good of the Githyanki people. Mystra is concerned only for herself. Perhaps he'd find forgiveness in a fiery death. But I can't help but wonder why he'd want it at all.
Братишка все просчитал, но он плохо в математике был.
Seems simple enough.
Hells. I knew this land was cursed, but this is impressive.
Stand by me if you need to keep warm in this awful place.
О, Карлах такая миленькая.
It's unsettling.
Да что с камерой-то?
The only path to Moonrise Towers. We have to push.
И куда она уезжает, братаны? Ну не надо так поступать. Зажгите лучше факел.
My energy's draining. The darkness is taking its toll.
Just need some light, I feel.
Broken moon lantern catches your eye. Its glow now snuffed out.
Never mind. Breathe deep and move. This place is heavy.
Eyes open. Watch the shadows.
Stay together. Keep to the light. Stop! Who's there? So you can fry us alive? I don't think so. Come into the light! Hands high! Jonas! Move in! Jonas? Can you see our torches?
I can't see anything! Something's wrong.
Follow my voice. Come back to the light.
Who's there? Meg? Is that?
Jonas?
There you are. Come. Join me.
Jonas. Don't let it get hold of you. Harpers, now!
You see an older woman on her knees scrubbing the floor of an inn. The patrons made a mess of things again the night before. You see a man stalking slowly through the woods, bow half drawn. If he bags a deer, the whole family will be kept fed all winter. In her former life, this girl played in the nearby woods. She was always the best at climbing trees. You sense a young woman gazing at moonrise towers in awe. Perhaps one day she will get to gaze out from atop it, she hopes. Have dreams of boarding a ship in Baldur's Gate and seeing the world. But then the darkness came.
Can't slow down. No traps, please.
Ай, больно в ноге, бля!
All right. What now?
I'm fading. Fast. I must heal.
That'll have to do. It feels like we're being watched. Hunted, even. But there's nothing out there. Only more darkness. I much prefer it when I'm the one prowling in the shadows. About to strike. Sorry, did you want something? Or just looking for a distraction?
Ты офигел? Хочу, разговариваю.
Hold close to the light. and keep the shadows at bay.
Do you feel that? I've never felt so cold, and that's me. This place will swallow us whole if we let it. Stick close to Mama Kay.
Мама Кей. У-у-у. Милашка. Кто что это козел?
At the ready. Always room for more. I'll give it a shot.
Step lightly.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. One day I'll catch a break.
Where lies your guilt?
The waning moon.
Indeed. One whose secrets are not for your ears. Be on your way. A fair point. Perhaps this one could assist us. The murdered lie silent. The raven asks, will you be their voice? He thinks you strong enough for the task at hand. This woman tended a bar where she took her patrons, her friends, into her confidence, promised their secrets were safe with her. Yet she turned their words into knives and stabbed them in the back. They died because of her, and to this day her victims lie unavenged.
Астерион, ты тоже видишь этого эльфа прелестного? Ты мне тут недавно нахамил? Я вот думаю. Можешь познакомиться с вами, молодой человек? Тот, который был.
You see it as I do. I seek a record of this one's crimes, written in her own hand. Through it, I can summon her spirit and force her to face trial for her crimes. Such spells are ancient secrets and closely guarded. But I could be convinced to share them with an ally. Your soul sparks with justice, with fortitude. This is your chance to bring a murderer to justice, to avenge her victims. Will you take it? I thank you, as do those who died by her words. Go to the distillery, the one she calls the Waning Moon. Find the ledger, and bring it to me.
Watch your back.
Looking ahead.
Come on, let's go.
I've got a long road ahead.
This one is a murderer who walks free. She deserves to be punished. Or will you deny her victims peace? I seek a record of this one's crimes. A ledger written in her own hand. With it, I can summon her spirit and force her to face trial. The joy of bringing suffering to the unpunished. Her victims deserve closure, and the ledger is key. Go to the distillery, the one she calls the Waning Moon. Find it and bring it to me. And together, we shall mete out justice long overdue.